Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is Tyson Fury. He stands the Gypsy King. Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new world heavyweight champion. Just, of course, famously knocked out Sonny Liston. He's 20-0.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, all I can say, heaven.
And there's the bell to start the round. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Swing and a miss with the jab. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Okay, it's not working, Switch out more. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. This counter puncher is gonna wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Okay, let's reset. Both men step back for just a moment. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
As a flat-footed fight, if you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Swing and a miss with that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
I'm gonna figure him out. I fight people like this all the time.
Jab not finding its target.
That's all you got, bro?
The straight right just misses. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Straight right just misses.
That's crazy.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Talk about a... They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Looking to land the hook. Nice exchange here from both men. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Oh, you know what? Sometimes when they're in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good counter punch. Threw the hook, didn't land. That counter shot lands. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. They're both trying for a knockout. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And that hook misses. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Trying to land that jab. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Defense is not an option for these two. Neither one of them wants this to go to the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, this is the time that we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You've You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nobody home with that hook. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That jab doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. There's a counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Stressing about his gas tank. Now keep whacking him to the body.
Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Don't let
Have him downstairs. Stop him from getting that big, deep breath in.
He's the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Missing with that jab. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, yeah, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that lap. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't punch, don't punch. Get your legs back.
Swing and a miss with that jab. The straight right just misses. That hook just can't find the target. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Missing with that jab. That left hook misses.
This is all going nicely. It's all going to plan.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. How about that time counter shot? It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about fury. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They exchange punches. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The perfect counter lands. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Insane action. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. A big whiff with the right hook. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
Oh, and now they're just running. He's down. No surprise.